Question 4. How did you use new media technologies in the construction, research, planning and evaluation stages of your product? Bernard Burnham Buckingham 2006 said that creativity is not inherent, it is due to the development of digital technologies. We agree with this as we used a variety of technologies in the construction, research and planning of all our products. We created an indie genre music video for the band Demographic for their original single Dance Floor Consumer. Furthermore, we created 2 ancillary products for the band consisting of an 8-panel digipack and an exclusive debut album advertisement. We aim to target an audience of 60% males, 40% females within the subculture of indie rockers, Dick Hebdige 1979, between the ages of 16 to 25 years old. We pastiche micro-elements from real media text, for example, Little Comets, Joanna, and example kickstarts. In our music video, we have created stereotypical representations of the indie culture and subculture, in order to create a preferred reading and verisimilitude. However, we also challenged areas, for example, the binary opposition, Levi Strauss 1958, of men versus women. In this video, I will continue by discussing the ways in which we use new media technologies in the construction and research, planning and evaluation stages for our product. Technologies were vital when constructing our product. Veblen 1921 states that the introduction of a new technology can significantly change society. I agree with this statement as we are all now in a society of digital natives. This means that most youths have now grown up in a world dominated by new technologies. This helped us greatly when producing our product as we have grown up surrounded by technologies and having the ability to learn new technologies. This is due to technological convergence, PJ Fury 2004. For example, we used 2 Sony Legria cameras to film the house scenes of our music video. We used one on a tripod in the corner of the bedroom and positioned it to fit our anti-hero in the rule of thirds getting out of bed with the different men. We used the other Sony Legria with a handheld camera frame to film the backstage footage and our anti-hero walking towards the bedroom door and down the stairs to the front door. This created voyeurism and verisimilitude as the audience are able to see her from an over-the-shoulder shot as if they are actually walking behind her. We also created voyeurism with the camera when filming our anti-hero through a mirror. This connotes her promiscuous attitude and represents her as dominant. We used other technologies such as non-linear editing software, Photoshop, CS5.5. We use this when creating our ancillary products. We use various tools on Photoshop, for example, the black and white colour edit and also brightness and contrast when making the images black and white. This connotes the indie genre and represents it being made on a cheap budget. It also created our house style for our band's products as we then felt the need to add a bright colour, red, which represents lust, promiscuity and danger, to certain conventions to make our products more eye-catching and stereotypical. We followed conventions of existing media text such as posters and digipacks of bands including Maroon 5, Browns and Reds, Little Comets, bright colours and black and white, Arctic Monkeys, who use mainly grungy colours and black and white to make our products more eye-catching and stereotypical. This also allowed us to create synergy of our products. In the production of our music video, we used a non-linear software called Adobe Premiere CS5.5. This allowed us to be more advanced with our editing as we were able to drag our footage into a timeline, and this made the footage and the music video visible for us to see. When constructing our video, we came across various problems such as the footage was dark, so in order to correct it, we selected the piece of footage and put the contrast and brightness up and used the fast colour corrector tool. Not only did this make the footage clearer, but it created a grungy indie look, which gave us a representation of a stereotypical indie area and created a preferred reading of our chosen indie genre. We used a razor tool to cut up our footage once in the timeline, and this allowed us to create cuts between scenes and jump cuts. This is a code and convention we call music matching lyrics. We did this by matching the lyrics "You" to Billy, Our Electronic Shaman, Carlson 1999, and Star Persona, Richard Dyer 1975, singing "You." Whilst in the process of editing, we also found that some of the footage wasn't in time to the music. In order for it to match, we selected the footage and input a lower number into the speed bar until we found one that matched. Once we did this, we layered the footage and sound in the timeline so that Billy, our lead singer, was lip-syncing the lyrics. Once again, this connotes how we have used codes and conventions of lyrics matching visuals. We used the opacity tool to make the smoke scenes more transparent. Then we placed the footage on the layer up from the gig footage on top of it, and then this created the illusion that there was smoke at the gig. Not only did this fit our genre, but it linked the narrative to the performance scenes and showed a dissolved transition. The narrative footage is in colour, however the performance footage is in black and white. We achieved this by using the desaturation tool, and we pastiched this idea from scenes from Little Comet's Joanna. As the smoke is white, it almost gives the footage a ghostly look and makes the transition from colour to black and white smoother. In our chorus, the lyrics say, "There she goes again," and we wanted this to represent this with an alternative meaning. So we used control tools to drag 4 screens of footage into one, creating a split screen, which shows our antagonist walking out of the room, leaving 3 of the band members in bed. Then the 4th of her walking out the door and down the stairs to leave the house. James Baker 2007 talks about selection. We selected the split screen carefully to help create representations of a one-night stand. We researched into Real Media Text and found that example Kickstarts has a split screen, and then we pastiched this idea. We then organised the footage professionally and focused on an ideology of her being dominant by using all of the 3 of the band members. In the research and planning stages of our productions, we used many different media technologies to help us collect information of Real Media Text and other existing products. For example, with the help of Web 2.0, Dale Doherty and Tim Riley 2004, we as a team set up a Facebook group where we could exchange our ideas and views, not only with each other but with the band and their followers as well. They also made us as admins on their Facebook page so that we could upload photographs and ancillary ideas for feedback. We agree with Peter J. Fiore's ideas of technology convergence in 2004, as we used our smartphones to allow us to access killer apps and apps such as WordPress. This allowed us to quickly and efficiently upload our work, images and discussions about our ideas, and also work we had done in our lessons could be recorded faster without the use of a computer. From this, we also agree with Henry Jenkins 2008, his idea of convergence culture. Marshall McLuhan, 1968, talks about a global village. We believe as digital natives using various platforms and media technologies to socialise, we are most definitely interconnected through technology, and we call this synergy. The use of WordPress helped us greatly when planning not only our music video but also our ancillary products. We were able to record ideas which we had created on other web apps such as Bubbleless, Prezi, SurveyMonkey and Dafont. We used Bubbleless to brainstorm simple ideas on a bubble diagram which allowed us to visually see small pointers in which we wished to include in our video. We then used Prezi to create a media pitch which was a more detailed plan which we presented to our class and teacher, whereby we included examples of real media text we were going to pastiche, for example, the first 20 seconds of the Joanna music video by the Little Comets. Whilst presenting this media pitch, we had collectively designed a questionnaire on SurveyMonkey which was distributed to the class for them to give us feedback on what the ideas for our product was. We used a variety of open and closed questions so our audience could give us relevant feedback, such as, do you like the narrative idea for our music video? This was a closed question which was used to gain simple yes or no feedback. We then followed this with an open question. If not, please state why and how we can improve it. We got some positive and negative feedback from this which we ensured to continue to include or improve within our product. This helped us to improve the quality of our product as we also ensured we include the improvements stated. We also used the web app Defont. This allowed us to try out different text ideas for our mastheads on our ancillary products. I used a sans serif font to connote the indie genre. This allowed me to experiment with various fonts to gain feedback from my other teammates and teacher as to what would attract our target audience and subculture the most. In the evaluation stages of my coursework, I used Movie Maker to create my evaluation videos. I wrote scripts on Word documents and used a Sony microphone to record my voice reading the scripts. I then used a USB cable to upload these recordings and insert them into Movie Maker and juxtapose this against pictures and videos relating to points I made in the scripts. Unfortunately, I don't have Cam Studio software on my laptop, so I used my iPhone 4S to record the videos off my laptop and emailed them to myself so I could show more detailed examples of my music videos and other music videos we pastiched. I have used various forms of web apps, editing softwares and digital technologies to not only produce my product but to evaluate it as well. This is very important as I am then able to show you in more detail and with greater accuracy the editing we included in the video such as jump cutting, split screens and voyeurism. It also has allowed me to show you how we jumped from narrative to performance within our video. I found all the technologies and softwares extremely easy to use, not just because I have used them before, but also because they are designed to be user-friendly. This allows me to experiment further with the softwares. This all relates to Bernard Byrne Buckingham 2006, who says creativity isn't inherent, it is due to the development in digital technologies. Not only do I agree with this theory, but I believe I have been able to apply this theory right through from producing my product to evaluating my product in an organised and professional manner.